So I've just grabbed Atle McGrath, Norwegian team skier here in Soelden. Hi Atle, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you.
Great. You just mentioned you've been in New Zealand for a while. Whereabouts were you?
We went 3 different places. So we started in Round Hill by Lake Tekapo, which is,
Nice.
3 hours from Christchurch.
Middle of nowhere.
Yes, middle of nowhere. It's awesome. I love that place. Then we went to Cornet Peak, close to Queenstown, which is a bit more of a city.
Yeah.
And then finished off in Oahu, which is might be one of my favorite places to ski. It's beautiful. It's in the middle of nowhere. And it was almost too good, the camp. We hit it almost every single day when it came to weather. If it was bad weather, we had planned to have days off. So conditions, training, just the group, it was a lot of positive energy, and we just had a lot of fun. And from fun comes a lot of good things.
And did you get to free ski a bit as well as doing the your normal slalom training?
Yes, I did a bunch of free skiing, like just enjoying. When you're training at a lower altitude and you can drive your car to the hill, you can do a lot more skiing than, for instance, when you train on the Swiss and the Austrian glaciers, because that takes a lot of energy to travel up and down and train at altitude.
Yeah, sure.
So it felt really good to have more energy, do more runs, and get a lot of volume skiing.
And there's some really cool free skiing there as well, and you get you've obviously done that, and then does that help you if you free ski? Does it help with your competitive skiing?
Yes, absolutely. I think in general, being like a good skier, and that's how I grew up. I didn't start racing or seeing gates until I was maybe 9 years old or something, which is early, but in the skiing world, that's a bit later than many. And all my first years, I skied in the woods. I would free ski. I would go with my dad, ski half pipes, just go in the park.
And where was that normally?
It was just a local place in Oslo. It's called the Trivon.
Oh yeah,
it's called, and I would ski there a bunch, and also my local ski club. So I've grown up just like skiing, and I feel like that helps me a lot. That when you get out of position and you're struggling, then you can save yourself quicker because you have that natural balance in the field.
And Soelden, GS race obviously coming up on Saturday, and do you think you can get some results in GS this season, like compared to some of the slalom results you've been having as well?
I know that my level is good in GS. My first podium was in GS, and I know where I can be. So last year it was just like I was just a little bit off. It was talking about 2-3 tenths a run off from a podium place. So if I can just clean it up a little bit, I think I can be there. But for Soelden, I've never made it to the second run here before. So my first goal is just make it to the second run, and then I'll take it from there. That
sounds good
for this weekend.
With that second run, right, and the format of GS and slalom obviously the same. Do you think sometimes if I finish way down in that top 30, I'm going to actually be better off that way, and I'll take it easy on the first?
I don't think so, because it's always good to ski a first run, because then you have time to go on your competitors, and I actually really enjoy starting last in the second runs, because I'm more calm when I ski a good first run. I'm a lot more calm for the second run, even if I'm like second or first, because then I know I have the things I need to succeed that day. I have the equipment, I have the mental state I'm on. Compared to when you just barely make it to the second run, there's only one way you can go, and that's up. And it's a lot of pressure. So in some ways, I almost feel more pressure starting first or second in the second run than starting 30th.
Okay.
Which I think is a lucky thing for me, because if you want to win races, you have to do a good first run.
And take away some of the the winning times you've had, especially last season. Winning those races last season. What is the most fun you've ever had on skis? Not including those wins, I'm talking about.
Not including those wins.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Ooh, I think I had one of my best days almost was during the national championships this season. I decided to not race the downhill. It came like half a meter snow overnight in Narvik, which is looks right over the fjords and the oceans. Yeah. And I borrowed a pair of powder skis, and I skied powder for like 5 hours.
Oh wow! In
Narvik, and I ditched the downhill. It was the best choice I made that day. I went and skied powder. I was so tired for the slalom and GS that I pretty much did. I was totally out of it. But yeah, it was.
That sounds like a great day. Ditch the downhill, go ski powder.
Yes, perfect. It was just awesome.
All right, thanks, Atle. That's really great. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Want me to draw?